Hi everyone, this is Ida of Created to Create. Good morning, good morning. I have a project share today and I want to share with you guys what I used to create this project. So I have some of the things still out in the counter because I am still playing. I picked up these colored gems, I don't know, a couple years ago at maybe even more at Hobby Lobby in their Christmas section, and they probably have them this year because they normally carry, some of the same things over and over again. I don't think I've ever even used them, but I remembered that I had them, so I pulled them out, but use whatever you have. I use these. And then I went into, I recalled that I had a collection by Tattered Lace that was a little train and some gingerbreads. So I pulled that out, and it doesn't look like much there, but I'll share it with you guys and you'll be able to see. And I'll tell you, this is discontinued, so you're not going to be able to find this unless you find it like on eBay. This is the Magical Memories Sentiments. It's from the Magical Memories collection, and I think the train is from the same collection, and it comes with artwork. This is several sentiments. I use one of those because they all say different things. And then I use the gingerbreads, and here is the artwork for the gingerbreads, and these I believe are this a different collection. So the train might be from a different collection. I wrote it down. These, like I said, are no longer available. And this is from the Staying Home for Christmas collection by Tattered Lace. If you want to see what they look like, you can go to the Tattered Lace website and just type in Staying Home for Christmas collection or gingerbreads or whatever, and stuff will pop up and you'll be able to see. But that, I've had it a long time and it's no longer in, they're no longer making it. And to be quite honest, you guys, I bought this on Ali. And when I purchased it, I didn't know that it was Tattered Lace, and then came to find out that it was Tattered Lace, but they were no longer making it. So, when a company is no longer making something, I'm okay with getting it, because the company is no longer producing it. But when I bought this, I didn't know. So I was glad that I bought it. I have no regrets. Some people might not agree with me, but that's my personal opinion. Another thing that I used was, of course, you guys got it, my new gift bag die. And this is pretty big. I don't think I ever even measured it for you guys, but I'm going to tell you right now that the biggest part of this die, I'm not even going to take it out because I can see right through it. The biggest part of this die, the widest part, is 6.5 inches across, and the height is 8.5 inches. So this does not fit through a regular die cutting machine. I don't think it does, but you know what? Let's find out. Let me see. I have my Big Shot set up right here, right next to me, and we shall find out. Nope. This does not fit in a regular die cutting machine. You will need a larger one, and you will need larger plates, because it is 6.5 inches wide, and the platform on the regular Big Shot is only 6 inches, so it doesn't fit. So I used my gift bag die, and you guys, I don't know if you recall, but I had different layering strips for the scallop that's on top, and I did use a couple of them. I used the gingerbread and the solid. I did not use the heart. So all that comes with the set. You have different options. That's why I call it the All Occasions gift bag die. So I used that. I also used my Spellbinders 3D poinsettia embossing folder, which is this one. I love it. If it's still available, I will link whatever I can in the description box below. This was last year's release, so it probably is still available, but I will link it. Please keep in mind that if you were to purchase some of the products, that are in the description box below. Those will be affiliate links whenever possible, and that means I'll make a small commission if you were to purchase items using those links, but it wouldn't cost you anymore. And then I use this candy stripe by I think this is Tonic. Yep, Tonic Studio. And this is called Candy Stripe. And these are A4 sheets, and you get 5 of them. But it's pretty thick cardstock. So I picked this up last year, and not sure if it's still available because I bought it last year and I didn't use it. I did use other things, but for right now, that is what I have pulled out. Anything I didn't pull out as we go along, I'm sure that it's still sitting on my table, you guys, because that's the way I craft. I just pile things to the side. I really need to clean up my countertop, and maybe I'll get to that today. So you guys know that I created those embellishments yesterday, and I did create the card. Here is the card that I created. I used some of the peach colored. I'll tell you what that color is called if I didn't cut off the bottom strip. Nope, I did cut it off, so there is no name. But it's a pearl paper, and this came from Joann's. And I added one of those flowers back here. I did add some gold specks on the artwork that's in the back, the letterpress portion of it, with my foil, my gold leafing pen. I just kind of dotted the centers because I felt like it needed a little something else. And maybe it's just not blended as well, but I did want to add some gold to it. And then I added one of these flowers back here to make it look like a 3D flower arrangement. I think it looks gorgeous. I love it. I didn't put any sentiment on the inside, but I did add a frame of some gold, also like a, I don't want to say a rose gold. It looks more like a little bit copper, a little bit peachy, maybe a rose gold. I don't know. But to me, it looks kind of copper-like. So I added a piece on the bottom, but I did hollow out the center because I was going to layer on top of it, and it wasn't going to show. So I'm not going to waste that glitter specialty paper. So anytime I do that, I do hollow out the inside of it. So that is the card that I created. I still haven't added, like I said, the sentiment, but I do have that stamp by Spellbinders that has the from the Serenade of Autumn collection, that I'm going to add a sentiment to that. So that is the card that I created. And I said I wanted to create a treat bag. Look at this, you guys. Look at how gorgeous that looks. Right here is where I used a solid layering strip for the gift bag, and I love, love, love the way it looks. I added another frame of the paper pad I was using, and right here I used the embossing folder, which is this one by Spellbinders. I love this embossing folder, and I used it in the back portion right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then right here, I added the sentiment from the from this one, because this comes with the sentiments and it comes with the die to cut it out. So I did use that on this project for the sentiment, and I cut the outline twice. Once in the one I had letterpressed, and one in the glitter, and just kind of offset it a little bit so you would see a little bit of that glitter up there. I love the way it looks, and I added just one sunflower here, a leaf, and I did dome the cup to make it look a little round. And then I had some twine in my stash, which is this one that I bought several years ago, and I don't have a big stash of fall things, but I do have a little bit of ribbon. So I used that cording right here for the handles, and I just kind of stuffed it with some tissue so you guys would get a better idea what it would look like finished. And then look at that. Look at that, my friends. That is the Slimline Snow Sunflower embossing folder. Look at how gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous that looks. Oh, I love it. Whenever I emboss paper, this is really thick paper. Whenever I emboss, I do spritz it with a with water, a very, very light mist, because that allows it to, it keeps it from cracking, but it also allows it to have some give where you get that better impression when you emboss it. So that's what I did there, and I love the way it looks. I didn't add anything to the back yet. I might create something in my silhouette. I mean, in my yeah, silhouette, in my Cameo software, to add a sentiment or something to the back, something large, um, maybe something that says fall or autumn or something like that. But I love, love, love the way the bag came out. So that is one of the bags that I created using my die. And I used this frame, and this is a A2 matting basic A from Spellbinders. And of course the cup is also a Spellbinders by Susan Tierney Coburn, and that is the tea cup and saucer. Some of these are linked in my previous video, so if you don't find it in this video, go to my yesterday's video and the links will be there as well, in case I missed something. So I did use those two. I cut the panel with the matting basic here, and of course the teacup is right there. So those are that's what I created with the sunflowers that I had made. Look at how gorgeous. Is that gorgeous or what? It's pretty, right? So I love, love, love the way it looks. And I love this paper pad. It was gifted to me by my friend Sabrina years ago. And I love it. It's by Lawn Fawn. And I'm not sure if you guys can find it, but it's this one. And it has nothing but plaids in it. And I love the aqua or the turquoise that's in it. And I love the way this came together. Not your traditional colors for fall, but that little pop of color, it looks amazing. So that's what I created here. And I am going to create something else to go with this, because this will probably be Happy Mail. And then I played with my train, and you guys are going to love, those of you who love gingerbreads, look at the train. And this is a gingerbread train, and it's got the peppermint wheels. It also comes with the track. So in the track does come with the artwork. The train comes with the artwork. I didn't have any printed out, because what I did have printed out, I cut out. But the tracks are in black and brown. And then it does have the offset, the silhouette. And I did that in that same paper, glitter paper I was using throughout. And I love just that little extra sparkle. These are on foam because it does have the layering wheels to it. This piece is on foam right here, and also the cherry on top is on, or the gumdrop, whatever it happens to be, is on foam, because these are layering pieces for the train. And I did add some stickles here and there on the icing to make it sparkle. And the gingers also come with the artwork, and then you have the silhouette die that goes to it. Back here is where I used the, I'm sure you can see it, the embossing folder, the poinsettia one from Spellbinders. I love that their embossing folders are oversized, so you're able to emboss a very large piece without having that edge where you didn't, where the embossing folder was too small. I used that peppermint paper right here, the candy stripe, and also up here. Here's where I use that gingerbread strip on top, because I layered the solid in the glitter. First I cut out my bag in white, and then I cut out the solid strip in the glitter, and then in the peppermint stripe paper I cut out the one that has the little gingers that cut out. I have all my little gingers right here. I'm so bad. I don't like to throw anything away. And when I was deciding what color to do, it takes me a while to decide. So I have one in blue. I have some in the candy stripes, but they're super cute and they're tiny. So you could definitely save those and use them for shaker bits if you wanted to, or some very tiny embellishments. And I love the way they look through that border opening. So that's why I added that color, so it would be like a gingerbread color. I didn't add anything to the side. The set does come with the strip right here if you wanted to layer the bag top all the way around, but in this case I felt it wasn't necessary. And then to the back, I didn't emboss the back panel because it was an afterthought, and I had already glued it in place when I thought, oh, I have a poinsettia embossing folder. And anybody that knows me knows I love to emboss everything. And I'm glad that I did, because I think it adds that little extra to the front versus it being plain like this. But it still looks pretty. And then right here is where I added that sentiment that has the artwork by Tattered Lace. And I just kind of used, I had some really thick twine, jute twine, that I've had for several years. It's jute cord. And this is, let me see if it says, I don't even know where I got it. It's by Doris. So this used to be a brand that was carried by Michaels. But any one will do, but you want to get the thicker one because you want to be able to tie a knot in the inside and for it not to come out through the holes, or you'll have to glue it down or something. But I used a real thick one right here. And I used this, I could have used red silk or satin ribbon, but I used this because it reminds me of the colors of gingerbread, so I felt this was appropriate. So that's what I used as far as the handles go. But I love the way this one came out as well. And of course I will be making a card that matches, and maybe also use this for, a lot of times I bake during the holidays, so I'll be able to use it for my baked goods, whether I package them. I normally package them in food grade cello bags or something like that, or maybe some kind of grease proof liner, something, because this is paper and you have to protect it if you're going to add baked goods to it. But I would definitely use this to gift someone, whether it be cookies or pecan squares or candied pecans, anything like that. Those are the things that I do for the holidays. Sugar cookies, I bake those, but I have been cutting back on my baking because I can't have that stuff anymore, and it's tempting. It's tempting to see that, and I don't want to be tempted, so it's better that I don't make it. But I will make some for my family, because either they eat what I bake or they're going to go to the store and eat something that's not good for them as well. So I'd rather they eat something that's fresh and homemade. But these are great ways to give out those treats that you like to give out. And let's say I'm not doing treats. Let's say I'm sending a friend a Christmas Happy Meal. This is perfect for that, because the size of this bag is not going to break the bank. This is a 2.5-inch gusset, and I believe the bag is 6 inches across and not quite 6 inches from top to bottom. It's a little under 6 inches, but the size is perfect. It does have the score lines here where you can fold it if you wanted to. This one is not glued down. I don't glue down any of my boxes when I make the samples, because I want to be able to close them up and put them in a package until, store them flat until I get ready to use them. So I am going to be creating several of these, but I wanted just to show you that. Let me grab the other one I made. I just wanted to share with you that you can make these ahead of time and store them, and you can make them look as fancy as you want. Or here's another one. Here's the first one I made. You can make them as whimsical or as fancy as you like. And here is the third one. So they all have different looks. I mean, you can make them look totally different. All the same gift bag die, but decorated differently. In this one, I didn't cut anything out. I just used a solid piece. In this one, I cut out the gingers because I knew I was doing a gingerbread theme. On this one, I used the blank one and used my own punch, or if you have really small dies, to punch out these snowflakes here. And that's the beauty of this bag. That's why I call it in all occasions, because it can be fall, it can be birthday, it can be Christmas, it can be a wedding, it could be anything that you want to make it. Now, for this particular set, I did create some tags, and they are either on their way over here or will soon be on their way over here, because I have 3 dies that are coming out, and one of them is the all occasions gift tags. So I think one says congrats, one says for you, oh yeah, one says for you, and then one says Merry Christmas. And I think those 3 tags or sentiment tags kind of cover everything. If I think of something else, yeah, I would have to think of several things as an add-on, because I don't want to just come out with one tag. This tag set is actually going to be the set of 3 tags. Um, the poinsettia corner also on its way. I think they're all going to be here at the same time. And I have one more, which is a money envelope, and I'm calling that new money. When it comes in, I'll share it with you guys, and I'll tell you why I call it new money. Um, but those 3 are coming in soon, but one of them will be an add-on to the gift bag, to all occasions gift bag. Sorry guys, can't talk this morning. I already had 3 cups of coffee. You would think I would be able to talk. Anyway, guys, that is all that I have to share with you guys today. I just wanted to share the gift bag, and I wanted to share with y'all how I use the embellishments that I created. And I wanted to share with you guys how beautiful the sunflower embossing folder looks, because I was dying to use that, and I love the way that it came out. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day. I hope that you like what I created, and I'll see you on the next video. Not sure when that's going to be. Sometimes I take a long break, and then sometimes I'll be just doing things back to back. So who knows? But for now, this is what I have for you. I hope everyone has a great day, and God bless. Bye.